on the Curry in at the one.
How in the world?
It's a three-point game. And here's Rook into the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant, finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games. Obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
Curry outside.
Gasol with the triple was going to fall.
Yeah, look at that miss.
And he gets it to go.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Kept alive. Here's Thompson. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Thompson's got his first points in this one. Now Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Takes a three. The kick out to Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside Curry. Ring shot on the way. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
We might as well remove all doubt, right? Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on a trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14, Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him, show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago. More often than not today, those shots did not drop for him. The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Warriors trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. And for Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. We've been hearing them for years.
I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
And Powell last season making $20 million a year. Hard for the Lakers to trade him when they wanted cap space. In the end, he found a new home and a new start in free agency.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points.
One is no good.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very
Nala
cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got...
Rose dishes to Butler. It's Chicago with another bucket. And if you do, last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, this, I don't know where the answer is going to land, but Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Now here is Bogut. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Boy, it was really good to see Andrew Bogut healthy last season. And he reminded everybody, when he's right, he's a live, active body, a significant presence defensively. He's able to play above the rim, and he even showed he could finish alley-oops with regularity.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Bogut signed to a 3-year, $36 million extension by the Warriors. Steve, you're going to see that firsthand going into last season.
Yeah, I mean, great defensive centers command a premium. So, I mean, to me, that's a good contract. Bogut has changed this Warrior club from a defensive and rebounding and attitude standpoint. Been a big part of this club the last couple of years.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
And good on the basket. Book it.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
It's stolen by Heinrich. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Snell, and that one is hammered home.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play. Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that night.
Rebounded by McDermott. Out to Thompson. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. Thompson passes to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him. That's flat out embarrassing.
That is good. Thompson's got his second basket.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
Gotta like the way he took it strong there, attacking the rack.
And the defense fouling him there to prevent the dunk.
At the line for the Bulls,
He hits the second from the line. "16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets it to go. 13 points for Steph Curry.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph, Clay, and Trey on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players on that D-League team to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now the feed to Bogut. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Dunleavy.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
And yet, guys, despite the investment the Warriors have made in player development and buying draft picks, they're still looking for more consistency in their bench guys. Work to be done there.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Derrick Rose might be a superstar, but he doesn't lean towards the limelight. He said, I was always the kid who didn't say too much, and people didn't think I knew that much. But I followed everything that was going on in the room and always knew my surroundings. Paying attention to detail, that's part of being a point guard. Guys?
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Now here's Curry. He's got 16. From deep three-point range, again, Curry missing.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Mike Dunleavy, the former #3 overall pick out of Duke, Steve, back in 2002.
Yeah, he played on that Duke team back in 2001 that won the NCAA championship. Played alongside Williams and Boozer. You know, never really became a star, but a quality player over his 12-year NBA career.
Here's Curry, and the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Rose goes in.
Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point guard. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. You didn't call fouls, so you just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
For the Warriors, they've really struggled against Rose.
He's got 14 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
Gasol, the stupendous finish in traffic. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second-chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here's Iguodala. Outside for Curry. Iguodala outside for 3. And it's Iguodala again missing. And Rose working to develop his floater with, Steve, his left hand as well.
Well, you don't see many players who can make a floater with either hand. I mean, something like that with his quickness, that would be impossible to defend.
Curry with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's going to force the defense to make some adjustments. That's his 4th three-pointer of the half.
Noah kicks to Rose. Shoots. No good. Curry with some nice D.
Well, after knocking down 3 three-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
And that one's good. And now it's only a 5-point Bulls lead.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve. Particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Heinrich in for Butler.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher. The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Here's Curry. They get it back. Lee kicks to Bogut. Thompson outside. Now here's Iguodala. Tight defense on him. And it's Iguodala again missing.
The Chicago Bulls consistently one of the best defensive teams in basketball. Coach Tom Thibodeau is an innovator on that side of the floor and great motivator as well. He's done an amazing job.
No good from 18.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. And Tony Snell subbed in for Derrick Rose. Bulls center Joakim Noah, winning Defensive Player of the Year last season. Well-deserved. A big factor for him inside.
And, you know, Kevin, you can make a case with the talent they have, arguably being the premier defensive front line in the NBA.
Agreed. And Heinrich gets it to go.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Warriors trail by 6. Curry wide open. Lee dishes to Bogut. Lee passes to Bogut. Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Lee, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now. It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
The Warriors shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Curry with the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Well, he's building the house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Warriors trail by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Bogut kicks to Lee. And stolen by Mirotic. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's McDermott. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Again, Curry missing. And here we go. And so that brings...
Hey, Kevin, with...
Now the third quarter about to get going.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He's got 21 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently. Try to get into his airspace.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And he gets it to go.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Warriors trail by 11.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
And Pau, never really the burly type, but for 7-footers, getting as wide as possible can really reduce the pounding on those joints.
Yeah, it does. They say every 5 pounds takes some significant wear and tear off your joint. And we've certainly seen that be effective for Tim Duncan. He's leaned up considerably, and Pau able to play both power forward and center. I think the lighter weight will serve him well.
The Bulls leading by 7. Outside Rose from deep. Rose with another miss. And here comes Iguodala. He has 6. For the finish.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time! You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. Wow. Making that athletic play. Incredible. Wow. Things are really tightening up now. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Rose gets a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Rose has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Curry with the 3. They get the rebound. Lee dishes to Iguodala. Outside Curry from downtown. Curry with another miss. Chicago leading by 6. Gasol's in the post, covered by Lee. Gasol no good. Iguodala's drive.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now. And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Gasol passes to Butler. For Chicago, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm, and he was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become...
Just checked in for the Bulls. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Dunleavy. Here's Curry, hits the runner in the lane. Curry's got 4 this quarter. And Jimmy Butler, a fan favorite in Chicago, taken with the 30th pick, Clark, back in 2011. And he really is a tenacious defender.
Yeah, he's a tough-minded, scrappy player. I mean, you hear about his tough upbringing. It's easy to see why he approaches the game with that fearlessness and determination that he plays with.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swingman, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
McDermott's checked in for Chicago. And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
oh, my, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal. In college and pro standout himself.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Bulls. It's Thompson off the drive. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got 10 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Curry against Heinrich. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Mirotic, and he goes in for the dunk. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, he's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin.
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
And Curry, here we go. Tries to save it, and the Warriors miss again.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Pass to Bogut. Iguodala, right side. 46 seconds left to play in the third. And that one's good. Iguodala's got 10 points in the quarter.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
No luck. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iguodala's got 18 points in the game.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laying.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys. Back to 2 more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark. Bring it down hard, my brother.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And the call will be against David Lee. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Mirotic. Gibson dishes to Mirotic, and he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits it. The Bulls leading by 15, setting the floor for the Warriors. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. It's Iguodala with the...
What a huge play.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is... the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway. David Lee, very light on his feet for a big man. He played tennis until age 12, and that may have contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Not so long ago, this Golden State Warriors franchise was in disarray.
Oh, ridiculous.
Tore it down that time.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
It's Thompson off the drive, and it's sent back by Noah. Curry against Rose, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Iguodala with the steal.
He won a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
And the basket by Rose.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
And there's the pass to Bogut, stolen by Noah. And here's Rose. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big man as well.
At the defensive end, Steve, Noah is a key player.
Yeah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Kevin. He gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll. When he switches out onto point guards, he's unmatched in that category.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the wide open shot from Rose. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Rose has got 18 points just in the second half. Timeout called the Warriors.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, you know, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But when he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
And Rose, wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Warriors trail by 11. Iguodala's drive. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Bulls leading by 11 from deep. Rose can't hit.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender. And he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
And here's Rose outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's going, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we're really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
Gasol kicks to Buck. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Rose, no good.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Kicks it to Bogut. Feeds to Curry. The try by Iguodala. The layup missed. Chicago leading by 6. Butler kicks to Rose. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all.
Here's Thompson. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Noah. And here's Rose outside. Noah. And Golden State will come the other way.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
59 seconds left in the 4th. Yes!
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk, and also a great game we've got here.
55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Connects from three-point range. Rose has got 35 in the game.
He's finding all kinds of ways.
Pass to Bogut. Poke loose.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Here's Snell, guarded by Curry. Snell, that's good. And now it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Here's Bogut. It's offline from half court. Baseline try. That's good from McDermott on the assist by Heinrich. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here's Curry. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, a nice win for you tonight, Joe Kim. What was the attitude of the team coming into this game and just in general?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We're getting better. We just got to keep going. You know, it's a work in progress. And, you know, we just got to keep fighting, and